You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairin' on it. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. Yeah, we Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairin', gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death. I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Fetty Wops, then find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairin' on it. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like them other guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairin' on it. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase. Yeah. Bubba C. Yeah. Ric Flairin' on them. Ric Flairin' on them. Ric Flairin' on them. Ric Flairin' son up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the Swac, pull up where you at. No cap if the Brody is speaking the soft facts. My advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the least. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? You already know what it is. Happy Friday. Hope all you Bamas out there having a good Friday. Hope everybody's doing well. It is mighty jury up here in Ohio. But big things popping. Somebody said in the chat, I appreciate that. Big things popping. So, listen, I know a lot of you guys have been asking, where have I been? I know a lot of you guys hit the text number and y'all be like, hey, Scotty, Haven't heard from you in a while there, good man. So listen, it's a lot of stuff that's been going on with me, a lot of personal things that have been going on with me. Also, I broke my glasses. So I ain't really want to come up here with broken glasses. I just got my contacts in yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a time. Okay. It's been a time. I broke my glasses sitting sideways, all type of stuff. So I said, I can't go on live with my stuff sitting sideways. So I had to wait till my contacts came in. And then my contact situation, that was a whole thing. Let me okay, look, story time. Okay. So let me tell you. Y'all think I just be on 10 on this channel. I be on 10 in life. Now, at the crib, I be chilling. Okay, I'm really a chill person. If you meet me like offline, you know what I'm saying? If you ever see me, people who've ever met me in person, they be like, "Oh, you're real chill." Like I'm super chill. Unless you give me that energy, I'll give you right back to you, right? So I go to America's Best because that's my spot. That's my thing. You know, I love America's Best, right? Shout out to them if you want to sponsor. I love you guys. All right, so I go to America's Best up here in Ohio. Now, I haven't gone to America's Best since I've been in Atlanta and I got my eye exam, right? So I go to America's Best because I'm like, yeah, you know, my eye exam ain't been too long, I go in there, the lady's like, your eye exam was last March. It just expired. I said, she said it just, and she was like a mean ass white lady too. Like you didn't want to work that day. And that's not the energy you need to give. That's not the energy you want to give me. Right. So I'm there, you know, I'm sitting in front of her. She gave me this dry ass energy. So she's like, yeah, your eye exam just expired. I said, okay. She said, yeah. So you're going to have to schedule another eye exam. I said, can you just print off my prescription? And because I'm like, I buy these hoes online myself, right? I was like, can you just print off my prescription? She's like, that's against the law. She said, that's against the law. I said, what law is that? She said, the optometric law. I swear for God, she said that. I put that on everything I love. She said it's against the optometric law, some optometry law, right? I said, what? I said, okay. I said, okay. Right. So I get up and leave. I'm in the car because Key rode with me. So I'm in the car and I'm just stewing. I'm just stewing. I'm hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Key's like, what's wrong, babe? Like, we driving back to the house. I kept saying to myself, against the law? Like, it's against the law to give me my prescription. So you know what I start doing? I start researching. I buckle you. I pull into Jared's, the jewelry place. I pull into Jared's. I start Googling my ass off. I'm like, you know, what's the law on prescriptions and all this? Come to find out, it's not against the law. In the state of Ohio, you're allowed to use an expired prescription up to 2 years. And even up to 2 years, it is up to the optometrist who gave you the prescription after 2 years to say, hey, you can still use it. Boy, that was in the Ohio State Medical Board, the Vision Medical Board. I turned that car around so damn fast. I said, oh, she want a nigga? A nigga here now. So I pulled up to that America's Best so goddamn fast. You know how you mad. You on park. You go to the curb. You know what I'm saying? You like, hey, listen, I'm not even about to park this. Like, I'm hitting up on the curb. So I get into the curb and listen, I was hot, but I came in mad calm because I'm in Ohio. You ain't about to catch me on Channel 5 News getting shot at America's Best. Cops, excuse me, sir, can you put your phone down? No, we ain't doing none of that. We ain't doing none of that. You ain't about to catch me on Ohio Channel 5 News getting shot. So I come in there nice and calm. I walk up. It's a different lady that greets me. She said, hi, how can I help you? I said, I just spoke to one of your representatives, and she told me it was against the law to print out my prescription. I have here the Ohio State Medical Board's recommendation on prescriptions. Now, another lady who worked in the back, she looking at me, right? She like, oh, shit. You can just tell she's like, oh, shit. So she turned and she went and got the lady, right? And she's like, okay, I'll help you with that in a little bit. That old mean-ass white lady came right on out, printed my prescription, and I got that hoe, and I walked up out of there. Tell me God won't do it. I'm telling you, don't play with me. It's the same. I've been telling y'all the stuff on this Offscript channel. When I get bullheaded and I want to find some stuff, I'm gonna find some stuff. I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business. Come on, we not playing that over here. So I'm telling you right now, if you go to America's Best or any eye doctor and they tell you they cannot print out your expired prescription, they lying. They want you to do another exam. They lying. And I got my contacts on 1-800-CONTACTS with an expired prescription. Stop playing with me. What we doing, Reese? I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business. Standing on business. That was my week. That was part of my week. Okay, that was part of my week. So listen, I don't play that. And listen, every bit of Deborah Scott came out of me. Okay, because that's how my mom would be. My mom, once she gets something, my mom is like a pit bull. Once she gets a bite of something, she's not going to let it go until she gets an understanding or some type of like, okay, I got it. Every bit of Deborah Scott came out of me in that time. So that is what it is. I did not see the eclipse. I didn't really care to see the eclipse. My daughter was in, my oldest daughter, she was in Texas, so she got to see the totality, the path of totality. She was in the path of totality, so it went dark for her, but I ain't really, listen. I thought, please do not judge me. I thought everywhere was going to be dark. I thought, because in the movies, they talk about like the red moon, the solar eclipse, and everything goes dark. So I thought it was going to be, the way people was talking about it, I thought like the whole America was going to be dark because of the solar eclipse, right? So I go to Atlanta, I'm kicking it with my boy Blaine, and he's like, I said, you excited about the eclipse? I said, man, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be dark. He said, dark? He said, man, we not in the path of totality. I said, what? He said, yeah, you got it. The only way you can see the eclipse is if you got special glasses. I say, what? He said, yeah, man, the sun's going to be shining, but the moon, you got to see it with. I said, I don't care. I said, I did not. When he told me that, I said, I don't care about that. I got to put on glasses to see the eclipse. I don't give two craps. And plus, the way social media is today, you can everybody gonna post it on Twitter. Oh, my picture of the eclipse, and I didn't care. So at the end of the day, I didn't care. So that's just how I view the solar eclipse. So no, I did not care about seeing some solar eclipse. So it is what it is. But you know what Elite Way is? Elite 15 coffee. All right. That's what we doing out here. Elite 15 coffee. Start your day in the Elite Way. Get Elite 15 coffee in the link description below. Okay. Link is in the description below. Make sure you get yourself some Elite 15 coffee. Okay. Black owned, veteran owned business, high quality coffee to start your day. Okay. To start your day. Yeah. That's how they do you. Don't get got by America's Best. Okay. And I like America's Best. I really do. I truly do. All right. I truly do. I want to give a shout out to Brandon. Thank you so much, Brandon, for gifting the Offscript membership. I appreciate you, my guy. Make sure y'all get your Offscript memberships. It goes right into my another announcement. Still on the road to 300. I still got to fix this number. I really think we're like 360 right now. I mean, 260, not 360. So I'm sorry. 260. We're at like 260 right now. Appreciate all you guys for becoming an Offscript member. Make sure you continue to support. I appreciate you guys as always. So 260 is the number that we're at right now. We are on our way to 300. In the month of July, we will be giving away the new NCAA game. For members only. Shout out to my member Reese. He bought the extra game copy. Said, hey, Scotty, man, definitely giving that away for your membership. So I appreciate that. And also, man, get my likes up. Get my likes up. Stop playing with me. The like police is currently asleep. You know what I'm saying? Pregnancy would do that to you. But listen, don't play with me. Get my likes up. Get my likes up. Now, I got a special announcement for you guys. Listen, I had, here at Offscript, we always try and shake and move, baby. Bake, you know what I'm saying? Bake and shake and bake. All right. Coming up, new to the channel. Gotta give it up for the new show, Rock the Mic. Now listen, I need to get to 100 likes. When I get to 100 likes, I'll drop the sneak preview of the theme song. I will drop the new theme song. I won't drop the whole thing. I'll drop a little snippet. I'll drop a new snippet of Rock the Mic show with Rocky and Mike. You know what I'm saying? So listen, once we get to 100 likes, I will drop the sneak preview of the theme song for Rock the Mic. I'm gonna keep my eyes on the like. I see them likes going up. I like that. Y'all know. Listen, first of all, why we gotta do this with black people, right? Why I gotta do this with black people? Why I gotta scream and yell for y'all to do what y'all supposed to do? I know y'all members at work. Hit the like button when you come in. It's like speaking. It's like speaking. You don't walk into somebody's house and say, you don't say nothing. You say, good morning, good afternoon. How are you? I'm fine. Hit the like button when you come up in here. Okay? Hit the like button. Get the likes up. All right. We at 83 right now. Once we get to 100, I will drop the sneak preview of the Rock the Mic theme song. Because you know me, I don't know what you know about these other channels, but you know your boy Scotty, every time he got a show, he got to give you a theme song. Got to give it. Oh, we had 94. Oh, we had 90. Oh, y'all boy, I ain't playing about this sneak peek. Y'all better try to get the sneak peek. I like it. I like it. We 6 away from 100. Let me get my 100 likes, man. We gonna drop this sneak peek. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Miss Diane. All right, we at 98. I'm hoping. I'm gonna trust y'all for the last two. Oh, we had 100 likes. We had 100 likes. I love it. All right. Here is the sneak preview of the Rock the Mic show. Here we go. What? Stop playing? Oh, my bad. I can't. Listen, I'm not going to cheat y'all. I'm not going to cheat y'all. I'm not going to cheat y'all. Here we go. Y'all ready? Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Still right to feel like it's for the culture. Rocky and Mike, what up? Joe, I and they, by the way. Living near is the creed that they copy and bite. I still stand as a champ like it's Rocky or Mike. The cocky is tight. The confidence is part of the...
That's it. That's it. That's all I can give you. That's all I can give you. That's it. That's all I can give you. That's a sneak peek preview of the Rock the Mic. Rock the Mic. That's all I can give you. That's a sneak peek. I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna play it again. Here's the sneak preview of the theme song. Rock the Mic.
Oh, yeah. Still right to feel like it's for the culture. Rocky and Mike, what up? Joe, I and they, by the way. Living near is the creed that they copy and bite. I still stand as a champ like it's Rocky or Mike. The cocky is tight. The confidence is part of the game. We up the culture. It's even a part of the name, for real.
Whoa! That's all I got. That's all I can do. Sneak peek. Okay, sneak. Y'all know rock the. Y'all come on. It's Freeway and the place to be. See, and I got what it takes to rock the mic, Mike. Yeah, still watch what you say to me, punk, cause it's something on my waist to make the whole place jump. Hey, you don't know about that Benny Siegel and Freeway state property, baby. Get down and lay down. Come on, y'all know what it is. There we go. There we go. That is the sneak peek of Rock the Mic theme song with Rocky the Mic. I'm telling you. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot, man. It's gonna be hot. So make sure y'all tune in for that. Make sure y'all locked in for that, and y'all will get the full. Y'all will get the full track on the debut of the show. All right. Now I want to give a shout out to the winner of the March Madness, Mr. Armstrong Addy. Listen, you have won $200, my boy. 100 is given by Reese, and 100 will be given and be matched. Well, 100 be given by me. Reese will match the $100, and you will be receiving $200 for the winning of the Offscript bracket. Mr. Packnet came in a close second, and Mr. Alonzo Marish came in third, man. Shout out to you guys, man. So, Mr. Armstrong Addy, please text that number at the top of the screen. Text me your Cash App, and we will send it to you. All right, we will send it to you. We're still trying to figure out what exact day. It might be on a Tuesday. Me and Mike might flip our show. So the breakdown might be on Tuesday and Rock the Mic might be on a Wednesday. So I just want to kind of give y'all the heads up. Don't know if it'll be at the end of all the spring games. They'll do a spring game recap. We're trying to figure all that out right now because, you know, Rocky also has the Coach's Corner on those Tuesdays as well. So we're just trying to figure it all out, make it all fit within the programming of Offscript. And listen, if you feel that you can do what Rocky, Mr. Campbell, Mike, Blue, if you feel that you can do that, please reach out to me. I'm always looking for talent. Okay, I'm always looking for talent to give the opportunity to come on this platform and do what you do. If you want to be, I gave Bridges on Bridges got Friday. Y'all need to definitely go check out that pre-snap read every Friday, right? You got the Coach's Corner on Tuesday nights. You have Monday with Outspoken. You have Wednesday, the breakdown, probably going to switch. And then Thursday, you got HBCU Live with me, Zoe, Perry, BJ, right? So that show is coming back in the full swing pretty soon here. So it's not going to be as regular as you think because we all got stuff to do. But when I'm able to put it together, we'll be able to put it together. All right. So it is good what it is. So we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it coming. We're gonna keep it coming. No Diddy. No Diddy. Now, how I'm gonna start this show off today? I gotta start the show off very serious, okay? And then we're gonna pivot. But I wanted to start the show off when everybody's here. I don't want to wait to the end. I want to do it now, right? I want to bring up something I talked about on this platform a long time ago. Jabari Edwards, all right, owner of J5. Now, if you've been rocking with me for a minute, you know when I brought this story up, right? But I want to talk about this story because, and if you don't remember Jabari Edwards, he was the first guy to give Travis Hunter his NIL deal. He gave him that coffee deal. If anybody remembers that, okay? So I'm just trying to jog your memory, right? Just trying to jog your memory. So if you recall, if you've been rocking with me for over a year and a half now, I did a show that made fun of Jackson State and Jabari Edwards, right? Jabari Edwards did the NIL deal with Travis, and was also a big booster for Jackson State as well, right? And he got raided, his company, for PPP loans, right? He got indicted on PPP loans, all type of crazy stuff. It was wild. It was absolutely wild, right? But just like, and I got to, listen, the one thing about me, I got to be honest, right? My mom has always told me, wrong is wrong and right is right. That's just how I've always grown up. That's how always my mama is. There's no gray when it comes to doing the right thing. So as much energy as I gave to the story when it was negative is the same energy I got to give to this story. My man Free. My man, listen. They see what? He said our eyes free. All the charges dropped. Let's take it over to Channel 5 News on the report. Let's go there and see what happened.
Tonight, Columbus businessman Jabari Edwards and Antoine Richardson were acquitted in federal court, as we told you on Friday, on charges related to mishandling PPP loans through Edwards' company, J5. The group held a press conference this morning in Columbus, and it quickly evolved from a legal discussion into a celebratory gathering.
Yeah, it did. J5's lawyers are hitting back hard, saying their client was unfairly targeted by federal investigators with a little help from local rivals and a big push by a media outlet. Shawanda Jones was at that press conference today, and Shawanda, the weather did not dampen the mood.
Not at all. Although the dark rain clouds were overhead during the press conference, the spirit of the J5 company was anything but gloomy. The founder, attorneys, and staff basically celebrated and expressed their gratitude for winning in and outside of the courtroom. Jabari Edwards and Antoine Richardson were cleared of all 34 charges associated with fraud and money laundering of PPP relief funds.
Do you know how all 34 charges? All 34 charges? That's crazy. Let's continue.
Through Columbus-based company J5. What began as a press conference to discuss the acquittal quickly turned into a celebration that could be compared to a church service.
I know that regardless of what happens, God don't play by his children. He don't play by his children.
A sermon with a proverb of overcoming adversity and challenges.
And no matter what they throw at you, he always got a ram in the bush.
Wilbur Cologne led the J5 team of attorneys. He says investigations started into Jabari Edwards and Antoine Richardson began long before the allegations of mishandling COVID relief funds.
An extreme faction in Columbus opposed to Mr. Edwards and others involved in city office with whom he associated, enlisted federal investigators to initiate an unjustified probe of Mr. Edwards and his business, initially framed as an inquiry into Mr. Edwards' contract with the city. This investigative review yielded no evidence of any wrongdoing.
Edwards has some sharp words for a local newspaper, accusing them of launching a biased campaign against him and his companies.
I firmly believe that the corrupt, discriminatory investigation was partly fueled by the constant negative portrayal of me and my companies by the Commercial Dispatch. This biased narrative commenced when I was lawfully secured a project management contract with the city of Columbus. This flood of negativity persisted for years.
A lot of questions still remain unanswered, such as what is the status of the company? Will Edwards and Richardson get their assets back? And will J5 take legal action against the federal agencies Edwards described as corrupt and discriminatory? We will keep you updated. Antoine Richardson, Edwards' co-defendant in the case, was not in attendance at that press conference.
Man! I'm telling you right now, that was. I'm looking for something real quick. Hold on, guys. But I have to give I gotta make it known, because just like I made fun of the issue, you gotta show support. And I can tell you a quick story about Mr. Jabari, because I met him personally. The time that I met Mr. Jabari, cool dude, and very, very, very spiritual man, right? I okay, let me just be honest. When it first came down, I was shocked because the man I met didn't come off, and nobody knows if you're a crook or not, right? But as spiritual as he was, as ride or die for his wife as he was, and the way he talked about what he wanted to do business-wise, he didn't, when everything came out, he didn't come off as somebody that was crooked or messed up, right? We met in Birmingham at a restaurant. He asked me what we were doing. We were traveling, I believe, from a spring game or something like that, if I remember correctly. We were coming back from, I think, like the Jackson State. It was when Dion had his summer camp, and it was like Teron Matthew was there and T.O. was there, and we were coming back from that. And so we met him in Birmingham. And he was asking me what I wanted to see from Offscript. He was willing to invest in Offscript early in my time at Offscript. And then he was such a dope guy. He bought me and my wife a hotel room for a weekend so we didn't have to get back on the road late that night. He was like, hey, I'm going to get y'all a hotel room. Y'all stay here, rest up. And then in the morning, you guys can head on out. So I never had anything bad. I never had a bad experience with Mr. Edwards. And let me tell you how real Mr. Edwards is as well, right? How real Mr. Edwards is me and Ashley Robinson weren't seeing eye to eye. And you guys know why, the Dion thing and everything like that. Mr. Campbell knew somebody that knew Mr. Edwards and knew that he was a giver, a booster to JSU, and knew me and Mr. Edwards had a relationship. So Mr. Edwards got me and Ashley Robinson on a 3-way call because I was trying to bring him on the channel to do an interview about his signing with Travis Hunter. And he was getting a lot of pushback from JSU folks because they didn't rock with the channel. So Mr. Edwards, dog, I put this on everything I love. Straight up was like, listen, I like Scotty. I want to go on his platform. I'm a big supporter of JSU. He was like, y'all got to work this out. Y'all gotta work this out. Y'all gotta fix it. And it was the realest thing I ever experienced. Me and Ashley had a heart-to-heart over the phone. Never had a problem after that. Real talk. Me and Ashley Robinson had never had a problem after that. And things like that. So when this thing happened with Mr. Edwards, it wasn't my shot towards him. It was really my shot towards JSU because, like, one of your boosters got hemmed up. But in totality, it was wrong on my part because I knew Mr. Edwards on another level, and I still did that. So on behalf of Offscript and everybody behind it, we want to send out a retraction, and we want to apologize to you, Mr. Jabari Edwards, for, our making fun of the incident, or, but was making fun of the incident and talked about it the way I did in your situation, and coming to find out that you're not guilty on all charges. We here support you. We here appreciate you and want to say our apologies. And we hope that everything with J5 is given back to you tenfold. No different than Job when he lost it all and God restored it tenfold. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing for me, is like, you made a very well point when you say God doesn't play about his kids. And you are one of those, and the man that I met stood on that. So I want to apologize, and I really hope that everything that J5 had comes back to you tenfold by the grace of God. And while we here, it wouldn't be Offscript if we don't celebrate a little bit. 2, 3. Come on, put them hands together. Shout. You're able. Thank you, Jesus. I know that you can. You know that he can do it. He said he would. He's able. Thank you, Lord. You keep making a way out of no way. Hallelujah. I'm glad about it. You're able. Oh, I know that you can. I know that he can do it. He said he would. Listen, hold on, Lord. Your change is gonna come. Be strong, my sister, for your work is not done, no. Just keep on believing and hold on tight. He's able to give you joy in the morning light. Listen, I'm telling you right now, if nobody believes he's able, I can't believe he's able for what God has done in my life. So no, that is not a petty shot. That is me really honestly believing that he is able to give. God is a redeemer of time. So whatever you thought you lost with J5 in the situation, God can redeem it and give it back all to you in an instant. So when I say he's able, he's truly able. And real quickly, just to hone in on that point about how he's able, let me give you guys some about me and my personal life before we continue on, because it's the serious part of the show, right? So I'm believing that God can redeem Mr. Jabari Edwards and J5 and give him everything back. Money is no object to the God we serve, right? The thing is this, and he says who believes in him is a new creature, right? So I have just gotten custody of my kids. I'm going to say that again. I have full-time custody of our kids, my kids from a previous marriage, right? 2 years ago, I was considered a deadbeat dad. 2 years ago, before I received my kids, I was called everything under the sun. And I can stand here today and tell you, I went to court yesterday. The judge granted me primary custody, and I am a full-time dad and will continue to be so. So when I say, thank you, Jesus, you're able. Oh, hallelujah. I know you're able. Thank you, Lord. I know that you can. I know that he can. Come on, say it. So when I tell you, I'm not saying anything. I'm not here to brag. I'm not here to boast. I'm here to boast about the goodness of God and what he can do with time when he says it's your time and you have God's favor. So when Mr. Jabari Edwards said God does not play about his, he means that, right? And I mean that for me, for what God has done in my life. So to see what God has done in these past 2.5 years is amazing. And let me say this to all the fathers out there. The biggest thing, and I'll never forget when Key, before she was my wife, she was my girlfriend and my fiance. As my girlfriend, she said, the one thing you will regret is not fighting for your kids. Is not fighting for your kids. And Key believed in it so much that and I'm going to keep it a buck with you, she paid for the lawyer the first time. She paid for the retainer for the lawyer that we got, and I've been paying ever since. So when I tell you it starts with the right woman, it starts with the right people around you, it starts with the right circle, it does. And then it's your belief in God and what he can do. And understand that when God says it's your time, and when God says it's your era, it's your season, right? It's really for you, right? So it took 2 years. It was ups, it was downs, it was laurels, it was all that, right? But when it's your time, it's your time. So and that's for anybody today, right? If you're going through something and you're diligent, you're fasting, you're praying, you're doing the things that God asks of you, there's nothing you should not be able to ask for your Father from heaven. So I'm saying this to all the fathers: do not quit. It's tough. It's hard. It was never easy. Do not quit. If it's for your time, if it's for your visitation, if it's for your custody or whatever, do not quit. It's worth it. It is worth seeing my kids and waking them up every day. It is worth picking my kids up from the bus stop. It's worth it. And the same thing for Mr. Edwards. It does not matter what people say. It does not matter what anybody else has talked about you, because I can tell you some things that people have said about me over the past 3 to 4 years, and it has completely been changed. My character has been completely wiped clean in the slate as I worship and follow God. So I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter what the community, the newspaper say, whatever God deems is what you're going to have, and what's for you is what's for you. All right. That is my Friday faith message for you right there. Make sure you know my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, he's a wonderful God. If you don't know him, you better get to know him, because you can't do it by yourself. Right. So I just want to say that. So congratulations to you, Mr. Jabari Edwards. This is not about me. All I want to tell people is, whatever the circumstance is, God is bigger than it. Period. We serve a God that is bigger than it. Point blank, period. All right. Here we go. Let's move on. Let's talk about the diva. All right. That is and has came to Alabama A&M. Straight up, shout out to Diva. Shout out to Miss Dawn Thornton. I absolutely love this hire. Now, I know y'all might not believe me. But I had a little part to play with this hire. You know what I'm saying? I had a little part to play. Y'all might not believe your boy, but just a little bit, just a little. It wasn't no big, it wasn't no big stank or nothing like that. Just a little something, you know what I'm saying? Somebody reached out to your boy, said, hey, what you think? I think it's a great idea. You just a little something like that. And if you are Offscript member, I dropped that in the chat. I dropped that in the post probably about 3 or 4 days before it happened. Y'all know I did. That's what you get when you're an Offscript member. You get the exclusive. I dropped it in the post, let everybody know who is going to be, okay, the new head coach at Alabama A&M. Shout out to all my Offscript members, right? Now, my thing is this. Let's just keep it a buck. Alabama A&M is a basketball school. I did want her at FAMU. I felt let me say this. I feel any program that has the facilities and the budget to give Dawn Thornton what she needs to be great, she's a great hire. Okay? It's no different, and you can say whatever you want. It's no different than Calipari going from Kentucky to Arkansas, staying within the conference, and they're going to find a way to make it work for Arkansas, right? Kansas or whatever. To me, it's the same thing, right? A&M is like, listen, UAPB, you don't know what you got right there, okay? Let us add a few more ducats to our budget, and let me show you what we can do with it. Because A&M's a basketball school. I don't care what nobody says right now. A&M, it has flipped over to a basketball school, all right? Period. Point blank, period. So I think Coach Thornton would have done well at FAMU. I think Coach Thornton would have done well is going to do well at Alabama A&M. And for anybody telling me this, that, oh, she got the same record as the old coach or all that blah, blah, blah. Listen, your old coach ain't never taken you to a SWAC championship. Miss me with it. Nor has your old coach taken 2 teams to a SWAC championship. Miss me with it, okay? Her resume is head and shoulders above what you had. So miss me with that. This is what I'm saying. You get Dawn Thornton in that arena with that crowd and the way that she can recruit. I know you guys are mad that Zay Green ain't coming. I would have told Zay Green don't go. She's just too hot in the portal, okay? It doesn't make sense for her. It doesn't make sense for her to go to A&M and she's a hot ticket right now. You always cash in your chips when you hot. So go Power 5, do what you do. She did what she did for HBCU basketball, and we are all grateful for our love. Zay is not coming to Alabama A&M. That is flat out a no. Okay, so but Dawn Thornton is a great recruiter, and I texted Coach Thornton, and she said recruiting is too easy for her. She can find it. Not to say she can replace Zay Green, because Zay Green is a one of one. I want to be very clear. Zay Green is a one of one, but Dawn Thornton is an awesome recruiter and will have a team ready to go. the expectations, if she can bring back, I think that girl is like Anaya Simmons or whatever. If she can bring that girl back to A&M and get a center, a legit center, y'all going to be trouble. Y'all going to be hell. Y'all going to be hell to deal with. Okay. Y'all going to be hell to deal with. So let's listen, give her some time to get what she needs to get in. Just like she turned UAPB around, she going to turn you jokers around too. All right. So it's very simple. She gonna do what she do. We'll watch her shoes. And you know, at the end of the day, JSU and Alabama A&M about to be the matchup. I might have to swing through Huntsville to see what it is. All right. And listen, and if you want to know who's hot in the portal right now, make sure you go to HBCU Weekly Hoops on Wednesdays. And Wednesdays, Herb, I think it's Wednesdays. All right, they got Liv, they got Herb, they got Josh. They got everybody to talk about basketball so they can give you, don't be coming over here asking me, Scotty, who we going to get in the portal. Take your ass over to HBCU Nightly on Wednesdays, and they do all that basketball talk, all right? Herb would tell you Herb would tell you if the person's pinky toe is fractured, okay? That's how deep he's into HBCU hoops. Make sure you go over there, ask all the questions you want to ask to them on HBCU Nightly on Wednesdays, HBCU Weekly Hoops, all right? Oh, Sunday evenings? It's Sunday evenings, okay. Sunday evenings. All right, my bad. Sunday evening. Go over there. Ask all the questions you need because I ain't answering them. Okay? And follow him on Twitter. Okay? At Herb. Put your Twitter in the chat, Herb. Follow him on Twitter. Ask all the questions you want. Don't ask them to hear because I don't care. All right? I'm going to just tell you who they get. I'm going to tell you if I like them. I ain't telling you who's in the portal. I ain't got time for that. All right? So, here's what it is. Shout out to you, Herb, and all y'all do. Yeah, follow my man on Herb on Twitter. Him and Liv, they'll give you all the updates on basketball and all the stuff that you want. All right, too easy. Too easy. Absolutely. Herb and Liv do a great job with HBCU hoops. Make sure y'all check them out and do what you do, but watch my shoes. Don't come on. Listen, I'm telling you right now. Unless you ask me what they look like individually after I done seen a couple tapes, do not ask me who's in the portal. I'm going to tell you I don't know and I don't care. Period. It's too many people. All right. Now, let's stay on Alabama A&M because we all know it's coming. Okay? We all know it's coming. It's inevitable. Okay? I feel like Thanos. It's inevitable. Okay? You can't stop it. The Bama's going to get fired. Okay? He's going to get fired. It just is what it is. All right? His team ain't going to be good. He ain't going to be in competitive. Once he loses to Jackson State and FAMU back-to-back, he's done. So instead of waiting, how about we just kind of forecast what's coming? All right? We just kind of forecast and see what's coming down the line. Now, I'm going to give you my top candidates for the Alabama A&M job. Okay? I'm going to just give you that. Okay? I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you that, okay? These are my candidates. Now stay Now stay with me now. Stay with me, okay? Now stay with me. My number one choice for this A&M job is Reggie Barlow. Okay? Is Reggie Barlow. And the reason I love Reggie Barlow for this job is because it makes the Magic City Classic that much better. Ooh, tell me that's not a good Magic City Classic. Reggie Barlow coming back to Alabama A&M to go against his former school that he coached and played for in the Magic City Classic. Okay, that is, I'm telling you, that's box office. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. That's box office. I'm here to build storylines, okay? I'm here to build storylines. Number 2, Alonzo Carter. I know a lot of you guys have not heard this name, right? He is the assistant head coach at Arizona. He is a master recruiter, okay? He's coached, he's recruited, he's trained Marshawn Lynch. He's trained his cousin, the DB. He's heavy in California, right? He got the whole Oakland down, right? Oakland, California area, all that. He got it on lockdown. He's the current running back coach at Arizona, at the University of Arizona. He's the assistant head coach there. Marcus Peters, thank you so much. He trained Marcus Peters. He trained Marshawn Lynch. All these young guys that you see from Oakland area, he's trained them. He knows them. They're like really, really close. I think he'd be a great, great asset to Alabama A&M and understanding this. So I love it. Okay. I love it. Alonzo Carter, be on the lookout. Anton Sewell from Morgan State. All right. Now, the reason I'm going with Anton Sewell is this. It's because BJ told me when Alabama A&M was the shit back in the day, and that was a long time ago, when he said, Scotty, they loved defense. They loved defense was Alabama A&M's calling card. He said it was 1 year that they only allowed 11 points per game. So to me, if you're trying to get back in that arena, if you're trying to get back into that era, you got to go with Sewell. He's probably one of the best defensive coordinators in FCS. Not HBCU, FCS. He's one of the best defensive coordinators in FCS. So, I would bring the bag to Anton Sewell. For real. All right. Now, my last two is, first of all, okay, I know you guys are like Ed Reed and Red. Like for real, listen. You gotta open your mind. Real, you gotta understand. Alabama A&M is a basketball school. Okay. So you have to look at Paul Bryant's job is to revitalize the energy and bring in outside people from Huntsville to come to A&M. Because if he just relied on you ninjas to come to Huntsville, he ain't selling out a lot. He got to get people to buy them dog houses. Okay? So, while you thinking small, I'm thinking big. And Ed Reed and Ray Lewis bring in them Cracker Jacks from the Caucasus Mountains over to A&M to sell out the stadium. Because we know A&M only selling out for homecoming and for homecoming. That's it. All right? So you need to get some of that Huntsville NASA money, that Huntsville Tech money. You need that Huntsville money, and you need the sponsors and donors to back you at A&M. Okay? So that's what you got to do. Nobody, okay, keep thinking that. Nobody thought them white people would come to Jackson State. Them white people was in attendance. Okay? Them white people was up in them stands watching Deion. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. So if you get the right excitement, if you get the right campaign, and you have the right AD, because he's going to push it, he gonna be, hey, listen, freaking AD Paul Bryant gonna be like DJ Khaled. He in every video. Another one, okay? Another one. Hey, you get Ray Lewis and Ed Reed or both at Alabama A&M. Oh, Dr. Paul Bryant gonna be in every video like DJ Khaled. Another one, okay? Another one. Come get your doghouse. You're listening to the Bulldog Bite with your AD, Dr. Paul A. Bryant. Come get you a doghouse today. See if you don't sell them. See if you'll be sold out. See if you will not then be known as a basketball school. So I'm just telling you that. So at the end of the day, that's what you do. These are my candidates for Maynard. Maynard gone. Okay, Maynard's gone. Listen. We're just waiting for the inevitable. When it happens, then you guys can be like, "Oh man, Scotty, you called it back in April." Okay, you called it back in April. So It is what it is. All right, it is what it is. So these are my. I'm gonna tell you this: if you take the celebrity hires out, that's a strong top 3. This is a strong top 3, and the reason it's a strong top 3 is this. Let me explain it to you like this. I don't believe in retreads, right? I do not believe in that. But Reggie Barlow gives you that UFL connects. Because he's coaching at the DC Defenders. He gives you all that spring football contacts. So your players get a great look at the UFL, right? He has the NFL context as well. Alonzo Carter has a great Power 5 background, right? He has a pipeline to Oakland and California that most HBCU coaches do not have. And listen, Antoine Sewell is one of the best in the business, right? He is a mastermind at defenses. So that's a strong top 3. I don't give a damn what you're talking about. So even if you don't go with the celebrity guys, that top 3 is a damn good top 3 if I do say so myself. So, of course, there are going to be some other people for the job, but that's just my little 2 cents. Come on, Miss Glenn. I know. Come on, Miss Glenn. Reggie Barlow at the heel ain't too shabby. You know what I'm saying? So, just saying. If you paying, hold up, talking about. Come on, Mr. Richardson, you got to do better than this. If you paying Maynard y'all paying Maynard like $375 or $400,000, something crazy like that, and the only thing he did was win a shortened COVID season. Okay? What are we talking about right now? Listen, I'll tell you this. I would pay Reggie Barlow more. Okay, I'm going to just keep it a buck with you. I would pay Reggie Barlow more than Maynard. I would pay Antoine Sewell more than Connell Maynard. The only person I wouldn't pay more is Alonzo Carter because, you know, you're kind of giving him his first head coaching job and stuff like that. And if you wanted Antoine Sewell to be on the same pay raise as Connell Maynard, I understand that. But, yeah, y'all paying Maynard stupid money. Like, let's not play. I think it got to be like $375, maybe $400,000, something crazy like that. So let's not do that. Okay. So that's all I'm saying. It's a strong list. Don't sleep on the list. That's all I'm saying. All right. It's not really you got to think about it. It's not always the view. It's the experience, right? Like, you literally get to have your food with AC, food brought out to you on the sideline. Like, you having a sideline access or the backfield or field goal, whatever, with all luxuries. Come on, man. You can't beat that. I'm sorry. You can't beat that. You can't. And it's not like you want to build dog houses on the hill. Like, it's the hill that's with the scoreboard is slanted. So you got to like do extra stuff and have like a little patio and all. You got to talk about that. I think the dog houses are amazing. And I think if you're having that luxury provided to you on the field, because let's be honest, let's really, really keep it a buck. Most of it is about the entertainment and the event. Most of them Bamas ain't going for the football game anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And you're definitely not going for the band. Who would be going to Alabama A&M to see the band? Wish I had my Keith Sweat. Nobody. Exactly. So it just is what it is. All right. Now, let me tell y'all a little something about me. Let y'all know that your boy is an official member of the Orange Blossom Classic. Let the video play. Let the video play.
Scotty from Offscript. We're officially pinning Mr. Scotty from Offscript. Okay, he is a faithful follower of the Orange Blossom Classic. Yes, I am. So we are going to take care of it. You have now officially been pinned. We got you.
Get my good side.
Got your good side? Oh, hold on. It's official.
No, they did me wrong last year. So now they're going to do me right. Because Andrew in the game. They know I don't even play that now.
There you go. He's been pinned. Good. He's in.
So that means they can't mess up my tickets no more.
He got you.
You see me. I know people. I'm an official member of the Orange Blossom Classic. So, Miss Mason, Miss Bennett, Miss Bullock, I'm just saying, do your boy right for the OBC. That's all I'm saying. I've been officially pinned. You see it? It's right here. Bam, bam. See that? Bam. Not a lot of people got that. Right? So, all I ask is do your boy right. You know what I'm saying? Just take care of me when I get to the, don't treat me like, you know, I'm calling to the radio station and you don't know me. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Don't treat me like you don't know. So that's all I'm saying. So, you know. When y'all see me down in Miami, I need a suite. I need to be able to kick my feet up with all my children. I got a lot of children. I need, you know what I'm saying? So, because the baby born by then. So yeah, I have my new baby born too. All that. So yeah, I'm legit, man. I be trying to tell you, I know people, man. I know people. Shout out to them. So hey, listen, if you are NCCU or you are in the land of Miami or you're an Alabama State fan, make sure you get your own Blossom Classic ticket because I'm telling you, it is an experience. It is an experience. All right. If you're close to the Miami area, if you live in Florida and you're a fan of either team or you just want to go see a great game, listen, it is an experience. You definitely want to go. I've been twice down there. Both times JSU beat FAMU when I was rooting for FAMU. And the one time I didn't go, FAMU won. So, you know, maybe I was their bad luck charm. All right. So listen, make sure you go. Make sure you go. It's a great experience. All right. Come on, Smash. This is what I'm talking about. Mr. Kim. I need sweets, man. I need sweets, man. I need the sweets. Okay. I don't want to do it. I ain't going if I ain't got no sweets. Let me stop. I'm just playing, Miss Mason, but I mean, I would appreciate the sweets. You know. All right, let me just kick it with y'all. Let me just hang out with, you know, Miss Kendra and you and Miss Bennett. And let me just hang out with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Wherever y'all at, let me be at. let me rub some shoulders with the big wigs. You know what I'm saying? I need some Denny's money. Please stop. All right, I'm done. All right, let's get into these Swac Newcomers. All right, spring ball Swac Newcomers. You know, I like to talk, you know, listen, it wouldn't be off script if we didn't talk a little football. Gotta talk a little football. All right, I'm gonna open these call lines up. 518-263-8124, 518-263-8124. Call in. All right. Get your opinions heard. Now, first up, you know what? I do like to be in the atmosphere. I'm not gonna lie to you. And Key like to be bougie. Okay. My wife is the queen of bougie. Okay. The bougier, the better. Okay. The bougier, the better. So that just is.
You are the only participant in the conference. All participants are muted.
Me, I like to be with the crowd. I really do. I just, you know, that's just always been me. I like to be with the people. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, this time I want to experience some sweets. You know what I'm saying? I want to get a little sweets. So that's just my little 2 cents. All right, let's talk about these Swac Newcomers. First up, FAMU's new co-OC and quarterback coach, Henry Burris. All right, now, his playing career, he is a Hall of Famer of the CFL, of the Canadian Football League. All right. Now, as a coach, he's coached with the Chicago Bears. He's coached with the BC Lions, Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Los Angeles Rams. Listen, I reached out to a couple people who have been around Mr. Henry Burris, and they said this is a great hire by FAMU, right? Knows football, very intelligent, knows the game really, really well. As you can see, a decorated quarterback for the CFL. So this is a huge, huge hire for FAMU and what they're trying to build. And what I will say is, I don't know what these Bamas are paying, but FAMU has really, really loaded up in the staff department. So I don't know if OBGC, the original big girl, OBG, I don't know what she doing. I don't know how she opening up this budget at FAMU and how they paying these Bamas, but for somehow, some way, they are able to pay this staff, and this is a huge get for them. Now you add him with Joseph Henry, who was the offensive line coach, which I'm not going to lie, I thought that was a lot on him to be the offensive coordinator and the offensive line coach. I just thought that was a little much. So I'm glad that they did bring in somebody to kind of take that load off and kind of help, manage the offensive game plan with Joseph Henry at FAMU. Original big girl in charge. That is the AD at FAMU. That is the FAMU AD. That's what I call it the OGB, original big girl. Here we go. Now, the next Swac newcomer. Andre Pope was he had did 2 years at Alabama State, was the assistant coach and the safety coach. He's very personable and obviously knows football. Shout out to you, Ashley. Thank you for the insight. That's facts. They're not. And now he will be the defensive, the DB coach and the defensive passing game coordinator. Now, I don't know how effective he was at Alabama State, but let's not act and sleep on Alabama State secondary wasn't one of the top 5 in the SWAC. And to get him to come over and just doing some of the schemes that Alabama State has done or has ran in the past is just a great to have against one of your adversaries. So I definitely think this is a great pickup by FAMU as well, because one of the teams that you're gunning for this year will be Alabama State, and who knows them better than Andre Pope and can give you a peek inside of what Alabama State did or is going to do. All right, so shout out to Andre Pope for him coming over to FAMU as well. And the last Swac newcomer that has hit the hot sheets is Clifton McDowell has gone to PV. Let me blow myself up and make myself very clear. This is not the transfer hype that you think it should get. If you've watched any type of football, Clifton McDowell is not that guy at the quarterback position. He is a great manager of the game. He is a great system quarterback. He is not special individually. So when I tell you he's not special individually, he's not going to, if you think he's going to be one of the all-time greats that you've seen in the SWAC, it's not going to happen. His skill set doesn't even lend to that. The one thing that if you watch film about Clifton McDowell is if you draw it up, he can hit it. Right? But if you watch, and listen, and this has listen, go back and watch my evaluation of him last year. This has nothing to do with PV. I want to be very clear. When he was at Southern, when Southern got him last year before he went to Montana, I gave it a C-, I believe. I gave the transfer evaluation of a C- or a C+. So I'm not telling you anything that I haven't already said about him previously. This has nothing to do with PV, so I want to make sure I'm very clear about this. It's not because he went to PV. I can give two shits. It's literally his game. I do believe that having a Brandon Whedon does help him because Brandon can draw it up. But I don't think, listen, if you didn't watch Montana State, I spent all last night, I watched all the playoffs. I watched Furman, I watched Delaware, I watched North Dakota, I watched all those games. He is a product of a system. He is a product of a team. That Montana State team is really good. Really, really good. And when you're so heavily focused on the run, and when you play action and you got guys running scot-free, it helps. It just does. It makes your job easier. So can he hit the throws? Yes, he can hit them every now and again. But if you're asking this dude to drop back 25 to 30 times and throw the ball, it's not going to happen. Brandon Weeden is going to have to be a very, very, very balanced attack, because what I would tell, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I would pick my poison with PV. If they like to run the ball, I'll make them throw. Show me that Clifton McDowell can beat me consistently. Show me that he can make the tight window throw. Show me that he can read the field. Because once you take that, Anthony Weeden, I'm sorry, Anthony Weeden, Mr. Weeden, Coach Weeden, Anthony Weeden. Nobody gets PV people right anyway. Anthony Weeden, right? So, apologies, but Anthony Weeden can draw it up. But my thing is, if Anthony Weeden draws it up, it's I'm telling you, watching Clifton McDowell, it's one read, maybe two. Maybe two. Okay, so I think Conley is the better passer. And I think Conley would have done better with an Anthony Weeden as his OC, because it would have been more open, right? Like a lot of the stuff that PV was running, it was good, but it wasn't complex. It wasn't creative. It wasn't isolating defenders, right? Like a lot of stuff that you see with Anthony, he will make the safety and linebackers have to pick up. What you gonna do? You gonna jump this dig route? We're going to post over your head. If you sit back, we're gonna throw the dig. So it's a lot of that. With PD last year, it was a lot of I'm scheming this to get open. Like it will be like a flood concept, and then you got to read. You got to read accordingly, and like most quarterbacks should be able to do. But the one thing I like about Anthony Weeden is he takes chances. He takes his shots, and he's going to push the ball down the field. He's a wide receiver. Wide receivers listen, if you have a wide receiver as your OC, understand he likes to push the ball down the field. Because we as wide receivers like to catch the damn ball. So I naturally I'm going to gravitate towards my receivers. I want to see big plays happen. Wide receivers are very, very great offensive guys. I just want to be very clear about that. Coming from a former wide receiver. So I think where McDowell is better than Conley is with his feet and being a runner, being a very, very, very good, not an elite, but he's a very good runner of the football. But just as the quarterback, it's not going. Listen, I'm telling you, I don't think it's anything special. I think Anthony's going to do his job and give him the opportunities. But listen, PV, I'm telling you right now, your defense is not good. It's not, man. I'm sorry. Like for Bubba McDowell to have played in the NFL, that shit is basic. Defense for dummies. That's what needs to be on a PV shirt. We have the defense for dummies. Okay? Literally, I read the book. This is what cover 3 looks like. We're going to run this. Like, that's what y'all look like. It's bad. It's not good. So, to me, I'm never going to say PV is going to win anything because your defense sucks. Have you seen McDowell's mechanics? Are you kidding me? Now, listen. Don't get me wrong. Conley is going to throw a ball. Conley's going to throw a ball that you're just like, it's going to be a pick, right? He's going to guarantee you one pick, right? I'll give you that. McDowell is going to throw balls that you're just like, where are you going? Like, why did you throw that? It's either going to sail on him and get high, or it's just going to be so inaccurate. You're like, what? Or this is what his problem is. He thinks he can make every throw off the run. Off the run is where he gets the most either very dangerous or very good. It is either big play or big bomb because he'll do something off the run and he'll chuck it. He'll just chuck it up. Like, oh, I can get it there. Boom, and chuck it up. And it's either going to be really good or really bad. So, and see, that's not saying much. That's not saying much. If you're comparing it to if you're comparing to other quarterbacks, it's like, who's the biggest midget? Y'all all small. Right? You're all small. Oh, my God. Go watch the film. Go watch the film. Go watch the film. Just go watch the film. Do me that favor. Go watch the film. I didn't say the big play had to be I didn't say the bad play had to be an interception. I never said that. I said it's either going to be a good play or a bad play where you're just throwing it deep and you're like, who's there? Nobody. And just because you didn't have a pick does not mean you didn't put the ball in harm's way. Because I can pull up right now. I can pull up right now 4 passes that he threw that should have been picked off. The person either didn't turn their head around or they didn't catch it. So just because you don't have the picks does not mean you did not put the ball in harm's way. So it just is what it is. So it's all about preference, though. It's all about preference. Just like I said, Conley's going to give you a pick. I mean, that's guaranteed. He's going to throw a pick. He's going to throw a pick, period. So it just is what it is. So listen, you Prairie View fans, you can get as hyped as you want. I'm not, listen, it is your party. Do what you want. All right. Like Bobby Brown said, it is your prerogative because y'all got something to root for. Congratulations. It's not that big a deal. If I'm being a total honesty, it's not that big a deal. Like if I was a team on the opposite side, I'm like, Clifton McDowell does not scare me at all. At all. So listen, if I'm being honest, I think Clifton McDowell is a better fit at Alabama State than Andrew is. I'm just being honest. Because in which the style of play, I would have preferred Anthony Wheaton be Andrew's OC than Chris Barnett. And I think Clifton McDowell would have been a better fit, not because he's just a big kid and he's a runner. Like he's a natural runner. Like Andrew Body's a thrower. Like he's not a gunslinger, but he's a thrower, right? And I would have preferred, and I was just texting somebody about this. I would have preferred if Anthony Wheaton went to PV and Body was still in the portal, I would have told him to go to PV over going to Alabama State. And the reason I would have done that is it would have been a selfish reason because of the numbers he would have put up with Prairie View than the numbers he'll put up with Alabama State because of how heavy run they're going to be. So that would have been my thing. But you can't, if you're Andrew, you can't go to PV. It's like Kevin Durant going to the Warriors. Like it's a weak move, right? Like it's just a weak move in my personal opinion. So, I mean, listen, I don't really care where Lionel says. Like, pull up the film. Like you don't have to say much. Like we can. I will pull the film up. It's like he's not special. He's just not a special talent. Montana State was a damn good team with a lot of great receivers with a good running back behind him. He's not a special talent. So, listen, I'm not saying that he's not better than what you had. You didn't have shit. So anything's better than what you had. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about that. But if you think Clifton McDowell is about to be Devontae Kincaid or something, you're sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. But once again, if Anthony Wheaton draws it up, he can hit it. That's really all it comes down to is can Clifton McDowell make the throws that he's supposed to make? And like I said, if Anthony Wheaton draws it up, he can throw it. He can hit it. But how many times is that going to be? And how consistent will it be? That's the real question of it. So, like I said, you better check them stats. 4 interceptions on the last season. Listen. Listen. Hell no. No. Not even close. I would listen. Jacoby and Morgan at Jackson State would have a better stat line than Clifton McDowell. Period. The reason I can't go Andrew is because I know the style I know the style in which they're going to run, and it's not going to be it won't help him statistically. Is Andrew a better quarterback? Absolutely. But the offense that he plays in will not help him statistically. But I think Jacoby Morgan is a better quarterback than Clifton McDowell, and that's very easy. That's very easy. So I ain't tripping off that. So yeah, so at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like when you're talking about statistics, you gotta understand the offensive schemes of what it is. Does your offensive scheme fit? Like FAMU, who knows who is going to quarterback? Is it going to be the kid from FAU? Is it going to be Junior, right? But we got to figure out what style of play they're going to have. So then you can see, okay, is Junior going to be in conversations of SWAC Player of the Year, right? Because if they throw the ball around 20, 30 times, then he has a great opportunity. But I would be beside myself if Anthony Whedon asks Clifton McDowell, and you must really be losing if that boy throws the ball more than 25 times in a game. If Clifton McDowell throws the ball more than 25 times in a game, you're losing, and you're losing bad. Period. Simple. So it just is what it is. But listen, I hope the worst for PV as always. Won't change. Listen. I hope all the bad things in life happen to PV and only PV. Okay. So that just is what it is. So I'm curious to see what all that looks like from the 12 fans and what they think they're going to be, because the damn sure ain't gonna be no SWAC championship in Prairie View. So Tavares Jackson, 2006. Who? Clifton McDowell? You get the fuck out of here. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I know you can't say that boy. I know you didn't just say that boy is about to be Tavares Jackson. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Get up out of here. So let me see. Let me bring up what I said about him last year. Content. Let's see. Transfer. I'm trying to see what I said about him last year. Transfer evaluations, Cameron Plum. Transfer evaluations. Here, I think this is Cornelius Brown. Edwards, Miles. Yeah, here we go, right here. Transfer evaluations. Let's see what I said about him last year, just so people can say I'm not hating. I just, I like to prove my points. Let me see. Come on, talk about it. Can't teach it. Can't teach it, right? Clifton McDowell, QB 6'4" from Central Arkansas, right? We're gonna watch some of his tape right now. I think he is a Dooley guy, right? When I watch the tape, he is a Dooley guy. He reminds me of something that Dooley would he's somebody that Dooley would go get, just simple off the fact of what his skill set is. So all you Southern fans, here we go. All right. I got a lot of tape on him. This is game tape, by the way. All right, this is game tape, by the way. This is his time at Central Arkansas. They're going against East Kentucky. Okay, here we go. He's at quarterback right here. Breaks free. Gets loose. Yicks. All right, listen. Big kid. Very athletic. Very mobile. Definitely what Dooley's looking for. As you can see on the backside. Breaks a tackle. All right. Breaks another tackle. Walks into the end zone. But we all know, listen, that only can last for so long. You got to be able to throw the ball. Let's continue. All right, another play. QB power. These are the things you can use them for. 6'4", doesn't mind running. All right, here's the backside of it. QB power. Same thing that Jackson did. If you think about it, same thing Jackson did against Southern in the spring game when Jalen Jones was just running QB power after QB power after QB power. You can do the same thing with Clifton. All right, here we go. Right, I think this is his first throw. Yeah, this is his first throw. All right. Now, listen, I want to be very clear. I know this looks easy, right? And it should be routine, but a lot of quarterbacks mess this throw up. All right. A lot of quarterbacks mess this throw up. It ends up being out here. So the receiver has to turn around before he can get reestablished to run up. So I want to say I'm glad he's able to make this throw pretty online. You want to get this throw out in front of him so he can be going forward. All right. But not bad. Simple throw, catch and throw. All right. Not bad. All right. Let's look at his mechanics. All right. Boom. Nice. Not bad. Not bad mechanics on that one. All right. Here we go. This, okay, it's a bad catch, right? Listen, I'm not a quarterback guru, right? I didn't like this. I don't know why. It just didn't look right to me. It looks like he skips before he throws it because usually good quarterbacks, you see how he skips up? All right. A lot of quarterbacks don't do that on a catch and throw, right? They catch and they pivot and they let it rip. I don't really see a lot of them skip forward. All right. So let me kind of blow myself up over here. Sorry. Right. When a lot of quarterbacks get that throw, they go and does a bad catch. QB power again. I mean, the kid's big, man. 6. This is probably all right. Listen, okay. I'm gonna play it forward, then I'm gonna rewind it. All right. So once again, right? I'm gonna play it again because this is his deepest throw on this tape, right? Let me just say this. He has no pocket awareness. Okay. This is a horrible, if you're talking, listen, there is no reason to break this pocket. There is no reason to break this pocket. He has no, when I say no, zero, all right, this is bad pocket awareness. There is no reason for this. Look, there is nobody here. This is a perfect pocket. Why are you running out of here? Right? That is my biggest issue with this on the front side of it, right? Because now you're running yourself into trouble. Which he does, because they have a QB spy. So now he's about to meet him, right? And he could have still playing it. Man, listen, man. Anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway. But he bombs it, throws it about 50 yards where he at the 30. He's at the 30, let's say the 33. So 43-10, 53-20, 43-30, about 40, 50 yards. Lands on the 22, so about 50-yard bomb. All right, I'm gonna show you on the backside. This is the backside of it. All right. Once again, good solid pocket. Like I said, no pressure. Okay. Once again, this is a good solid pocket. You can't ask for anything else. He should be stepping up and letting this rip, right? So if we go to the backside of it, right? If we go, now mind you, the guy is beat. He's beat. If he stops his feet, because clearly he can throw it, right? If he plants his feet and lets this thing rip outside here, getting out front, it's a touchdown. He probably catches this on the inside, but he doesn't. He runs his body, and this is a damn great adjustment it's a damn good adjustment by the receiver. All right, look at this adjustment. Boop, 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 boop. All right, so that listen, the pocket awareness for this kid, and mind you, there wasn't a lot of passes in like his career at Eastern Kentucky. I mean, at UCA was probably maybe 35 snaps, 40 snaps. So he's relatively new to this, right? But here we go, continuing on. All right, listen, he can make the easy stuff. All right, he can make the easy stuff. He can do that. All right, to me, this is his strong suit. All right, this is his strong suit right here. This is a dart. I don't care what y'all talking about. That's a dart. All right, wide open though. So I mean, I like it because to me, this is what he does really well. Throwing on the run. Because this is a dart. I mean, absolute dart. Look at this. Easy, in motion, nice, fluid, right? He can do that. He can do that with the best of them, right? Look how he steps up in the pocket. If you're a quarterback, you don't step up in the pocket the way he's doing it. He's running and throwing. That's not how you do that, right? It's a shuffle. You got to stay balanced. So once again, Coach Totten is really going to have to work on him on being balanced when he throws because all he knows is throw and run. He doesn't know. Look at this. That's not shuffling. That's not sliding, right? When you're a quarterback and you're trying to move through the pocket, you slide up. You don't run forward and throw it like this. What you do is you slide, right? So it's like, boom, I got it, shuffle, slide. I slide up because I stay balanced. I stay balanced the whole time. I slide through. He's just running like a regular person and trying to make this throw. Look at the backside. We're going to look at it from the backside, right? Here we go. Better view, right? So here we go. Now, awareness. Why? Look, what are you taking off for? What are you running for? You can't ask. I mean, I see the clear day. I mean, listen, I get it, right? He sees the daylight, right? But you're a quarterback first. Look at this pocket. It's ridiculous. Okay? So, continuing on. And this is the part I'm talking about. This is how he climbs the pocket. He climbs the pocket by running. Look at, he's just running. Throws off platform. Just everything is wrong with that. Okay? Literally everything is wrong with that. 7 quarterback. I'm trying to become more politically correct on here, right? Because people say I'm too mean. There's not enough body of work from this kid that would have you do anything over a C, right? Because he's such a project, right? So to me, when you go to impact grade, it's C again. Like I said, it's not that I'm hating. I said it when he was going to Southern. It's just a lot of things in this game that are flawed. But I would say this. If you go watch that North Dakota State Championship game, the reason that he wasn't impactful is because he couldn't run. I mean, I think he messed up his calf, and a lot of his passes were off, and it just kind of got It got wonky after that. And listen, yeah, because of the team. This is the thing that the team he had was really good. He had a great O-line. He had a damn good running back. He had a lot of great wide receivers. PV is not, and he had a damn good defense. PV is not the same. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. You don't have the same team to walk. He's not walking into a ready-made team. And if you go look at the play calling, it's A1. A lot of screens, a lot of short passes, and they took shots when they could. And a lot of the stuff that he did was literally like hyper-focused routes. Hey, this route is going to be open. Throw it. This route is going to be open. Throw it. That's what it is. I don't think he's a better thrower of the football than Conley. I do believe he's a better athlete than Conley. That's where I will give you. I don't think he throws the ball better than Conley. I think he's a better athlete than Conley. So, however Anthony decides to use him as an athlete is going to be, so he's more dynamic than Conley because you can use him more ways. Anything is better than what PV had. Anything is better than PV had, right? You could have got Harold Blood. It's better than what PV had. So it just is what it is. They're not. It's no way you can say that. It's no way you can say that. It's no fathomable way you can say that. It's just not possible. It's just not possible. Because a lot of the stuff that you haven't even seen it. You haven't even seen it. I'm done with you, PV fans. We'll see when the season starts what y'all look like. It's just that simple. We know how PV is going to do. We're going to lose to other white schools, and we'll barely beat the black schools, and then we'll get blown out by the top teams. That's a PV season wrapped up. Let me give you the spoiler, okay? This is the PV season. We lose to the white schools, we beat the average teams, and we get blown out by the good teams. PV. Ta-da! Ta-da! Anyway, geez Louise. So just save all of that. PV, who knows? All right, listen. Appreciate you all for tuning in. Just another episode of Offscript as usual. And I will be doing a transfer evaluation for this Bama Clifton McDowell so you guys can see what it looks like now. It still looks the same. All right. Too easy. Listen, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless.